Hi, this video is for Roofing RX. I spoke with Anna and was letting her know that I help roofers across Texas to kind of help get more customers into the door. And so told her I'd make a video with your website and kind of give you some tips on how to do that and how I do it in order to bring more business in. So there are basically three main things that I wanted to go over with you, and I do have your site up because I wanted to talk about your site and how we can get this site rank so that you can start, so people can start finding you online. So these three things I want to talk about was content, citations, and backlinks. And if you've ever dealt with a digital marketer in the past, you probably know how important these things are for your business online and getting people to see your business on the internet. Now, I do know that you kind of understand the importance because I found your company through Google Ads. So I know that you're paying some, ads for your business to be seen. And usually Google Ads are pretty good if you want to gain more clients right away. But over the long haul, it may become a little bit too costly. So the three things, again, wanted to talk about was content, citations, and backlinks. And so let's go over content first. With your site up, when I speak about content, I'm speaking about this front page. So content would include all the text here and the pictures and, how the pictures are saved as. And so what Google likes, and I use Google because that's really what most people use as far as search engines, what they're looking for services, they use Google. And so to have that content, I would say at least 1,500 words on this front page that really speak about your business. And I say 1,500 because this allows you to add in some keywords or key phrases that people are going to be using to search for businesses that offer your service. And it's going to really get you, get found on the search engine. And of course, the other thing I hadn't mentioned are the images. So if I try to save, for example, this right here, this image, save image as. Okay, you see that all that letters and numbers up there. So instead of saving it as letters and numbers, I would, call it something like roofing repair and maintenance in San Antonio. And same thing with this one. Let me cancel that first. Okay. Doesn't want me to stop saving it. Okay, let's do this one. Save image as. Okay, same thing. It looks like it's, got all these numbers and letters up there. So I would definitely change it. Like this one, you can put even the title of your link there. So flat and low slope roofs. This one you can save it as aluminum construction. You might even want to put the location. So I see here that you don't have those 1,500 words. So one thing that I do is I help my clients create some content for their front page. And I just kind of want to peek on the bottom. I'm not too sure if maybe you guys did this on your own. But definitely, yeah, add more content on there. And get the pictures correctly saved on there as well. Okay, the second thing I want to go over with you is citations. But before I dive deep into that, I want to show you here. So I did a search looking for roof repair in San Antonio. So that kind of applies to your business. And so just want to explain here, a lot of times when it comes to service businesses, you'll see some ads. And again, this is how I found you. You had a Google ad. May not be on this first page, but I don't remember what was on this first page as far as ads. So you'll see the ads first. They're usually on the top or on the bottom of the page. And again, ads are great if you're trying to get more customers. But once you stop paying for these ads, your site is no longer going to be on this front page. And sometimes too, Google offers these Google Guaranteed that's always on the top here. And that Google Guaranteed, you probably already know. So what happens is businesses get screened, they do background checks, their website gets reviewed as well as the reviews get reviewed. And so they go through this really strict screening process in order to get this, because what happens is if a customer is not satisfied with the work, they can put in a claim to Google, and Google at their discretion will reimburse them for the services that they purchased. So when it comes to citations, that's this area right here, this map section, and you have to have a Google My Business account in order to be in this map section. So what a citation is listing your company name, the phone number, and address. And a lot of times when you apply for Google My Business, you don't have to claim the full address to be shown, because as a service business, you go out to the property versus your customers coming to you. So you can just list the city and state. And so you would list these three things, name, address, and phone number, onto business directories. And so when I speak about business directories, I'm talking about things like Yelp, like house.com, Yellow Pages, Local Biz. Those are just some examples. And so the more citations that you have, the more likely you'll be on here. And of course, not all citations are created equal. So if you get on something like, let's say autoworld.com, it won't be relevant to roof repair. So that's not really going to give you a lot of, authority for your site. And Google don't know that. And so for how I help my clients in roofing is I look at these top three, and I have a tool that I use where I can see how many citations they have. Okay, so these are the top, and as you can see here, Ace Roofing Company, which we saw was the top here, also has the most citations. They have 36. And when I click on there, I can see what citations that, that they're on, or what business directory that they're on. And so clicking on that, this is where I find, they're listed on YouTube, Facebook, Medium, Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, Community Walk. So what I'll do for my clients is I will get the same citations as a top competitor, especially as it applies to roofing, and put it on my clients, or get it for my client's website as well. And so since this business has 36 and they're in the top, I can actually get maybe 50, maybe even double that. The only thing though with being in this area right here, it's great because you're on the front page, but any roofer can come along, and as long as they are on more business directories, they can actually boot you out. So again, it all comes down to how many citations you have, and I can definitely help you get some of that. The most important thing here, I believe that you should be on, is this right here, which is called the organic search, because it's hard to beat someone who's already up on top. So Tyson Roofing would be your top competitor. And I will show you something with them here in a second. So these are your top 10. And actually, not all of them are actually roofers. So we have, for example, Yelp is on here, Home Advisor, Expertise. So they're not actually roofing companies, but they will direct you to roofing companies. Or they're kind of like a directory. So that's one of those. These are some places where you can get some of those citations I talked about. So when it comes to down here, other than, being on top and hard to beat, one of the reasons is because they've probably been in business for quite some time now. So it's kind of hard to beat someone who's been in business, but you can definitely catch up. And again, because there's 10 listed on this page, you can definitely, replace one of the other ones on here, because I tell you, with this GoTitansRoof.com, they're probably getting 80% of all clicks and getting a lot more customers than anybody else on this page. And so my goal is to help you get onto this front page and be one of these top 10 right here. And right now, let's see, trying to look for yours here. So roofingrx.co. Yeah, and I don't remember seeing it. So you're not on this first page. Again, we're trying to get you on there. And I'm going to go back down here. Sorry for going up and down so much, but I'm going to see if you're on the second page. All right, don't see you on the second page as well. And so after that, people really don't dive into page 3, page 4. So really you want to be somewhere on that very first page. That's the primary goal. And one of the things to help you get onto page 1 and 2, if we can get at least to 2 and then climb up to 1, because it's going to take some time, is we need to get some backlinks. Again, it's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it. But so what a backlink is, it has a lot to do with another website that's essentially linking back, therefore, backlinking into your site, saying that you guys really offer the roofing services and that you're a provider of such services and that sort of thing. That way it brings relevance and keywords that you're trying to rank for and get people to find you. So I use this tool, it's called Ahrefs. Okay, and I put your domain on here, roofingrx.co. And so looking at this, I see that you have one referring domain, one backlink, and it looks like this really, I'm not too sure if you had started at one time in 2020 and then dropped and then started picking back up maybe a couple months ago. But I only see one referring domain, one backlink. And this organic keywords, I see you are actually advertising here, and this is where that Google Ads come in. You have 3 keywords that you're ranking for. So I'm going to try to see if we can see the referring domain. So the referring domain is greeninsightinfo.com. And let's see. And then here is the backlink that's going back to your page. Okay. So under greeninsightinfo.com, they have, on here, roofing, in other words, they're actually linking back to you and with your domain on there. And so I want to kind of compare it to your top competitor, which was that, let me see, let me go back to page 1. All right, which was Go Titan Roofs. So Go Titan Roofs, I went ahead and did their website analysis as well. And as you can see with theirs, they have 258 referring domains, giving them over 4,000 backlinks. And as you can see here, with this many referring domains, this many backlinks, last month they had 1.3 thousand people who landed on their search page. So you can imagine they're really getting a lot of traffic to their website. And I think, you should be able to get at least a portion of that if you're on that first page as well. So with them, and I'm just going to kind of peek too, as far as they're not advertising, as you can see, pay-per-click, there's nothing. So they're not advertising, but they're getting all this traffic because they're on page 1. They're that very first website listed in the organic search. And so what I would do is I'd look at their keywords and see what they're ranking for. And as you can see, San Antonio roof, if someone enters that into the Google search, there's 450 searches for that keyword alone. And they're number 1. So if anyone's looking for San Antonio roof, all these 450 people, they're going to see their website because they're on that very first page and the very first website on there. Same thing applies for roofing contractor, San Antonio, Texas. There's 450 searches for that per month, and they're on page 1. They're in position 1. And so I hope this explained a little bit about what I can do and how I can help. If you feel you need some assistance, feel free to reach out to me. I'll send my phone number, email. Otherwise, take the information that I've given you and you can go ahead and apply it and see if that will work for you as well. Otherwise, thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.